Hey everyone, David here from All West Soft Wash. Check this build out. So this is a truck that we've been building over the last week and a bit for Scott at Perth Soft Wash Solutions. It's been so fun to build. It features a P40 soft wash pump system. It's got a 33 litre a minute Honda powered pressure cleaner. It's got a 4-stage RODI system, 1,000 litre water tank, 250 litre SH tank. All the bells and whistles to get any residential and commercial cleaning job done fast. Come check it out. Let's go. All right, so check this truck out. So LDV Deliver 9, I think they are called. Very well priced trucks for what you get. So I delivered this last Sunday and absolutely smashed it down in about 7 days. Nicely wrapped by Nito Graphics here in Perth. So on the left hand side here, so we've got a big toolbox. It's 600mm deep, 1500mm wide, and quite tall. I don't know how tall it is, but in here we've got our battery and all our electronics hidden away. A couple of drawers. It's just a pre-made toolbox that he got put in there. So battery isolator. So that is used to obviously isolate the battery, stop the system from working, just in case we have any problems. We can use that. So on the side here, we've got a 4-stage RODI pure water window cleaning system. So we've got our first 2 pre-filters. So we've got our sediment filter and our carbon filter. Then it goes over into the RO membrane and down into the resin tank. So the resin tank the customer provided from his previous setup that didn't have an RO, and we added the rest. So those pipes go down along there, and there is a hose reel underneath there that he can run to his pole. Part of the RO system as well, show you in a bit, there's a pump placed on the back there as well that pulls the tank, and that pump can also be remotely activated as well, so it can turn the water on and off when you're at the end of the pole. Yeah, we've got this really cool lighting package that we added as well. So we've got about 3 lights, 2 small ones, 1 big one on the back, so we'll be able to light up the entire neighbourhood when he's doing some night work. So we've got 2 of these small ones on the side. And a big one on the back. All right, next door to the RO system, we've got our triple stack hose reels. So there is only 1 machine on here at the moment, but he does plan on putting a second. So we have added the second hose reel with high pressure hose ready to go for it. So at the moment, the bottom one's being used for this pressure cleaner. And then up the top, we've got our feed hose. Now the feed hose is, again, just storage only, so we can get away from the 1/2-inch manifold that are on these kind of hose reels. So we've got 40 meters on there, the Rhino stainless steel and aluminium hose reels. So here we've got our water inlet, so that's where we'll take off the length of hose that we need off the hose reel and put it into here. And this is a as requested dump valve, so we can just dump the water out of the tank if we need to, as well as filling buckets of things washing off hands at the end of a job. Next door to that, we have a 18-inch Rhino stainless steel and aluminium hose reel. This one has 75 meters of 5/8 soft wash hose. This hose we are going to get sourced very soon. It's a really nice, flexible, soft hose, even in winter. I know it's a frustrating thing when you're trying to pull hoses around, but these are really nice. Red washdown gun, perfectly suited for the P40 soft wash pump that I mentioned earlier that we have on this rig. So 40 litre a minute, 300 psi, soft wash beast. Honda powered, of course. Got our electric 3-way ball valve and solenoid for the remote chem system. So that's the system where we can remotely operate the application of water and or chemical. So we can switch between using water and chemical from the remote, which works up to 300 meters away. Not that you'll ever need all of that. We'll go through that in a bit more detail in a minute, but we've got a little control panel here where we can control this manually if we need to, if our remote dies. You just heard the valve there switch, and you've got our indicator light as well to indicate the presence of chemicals coming through the system. Again, same thing, as a little bit of an override there, so in case the remote is not working, turn the water fed pole on, starts the RODI system. Currently it's coming out there. And then we've got our buttons for our beacon and lights. Got our lights come on, and our beacon for night work as well. Show you this. Nice bright lights. Now, I've got to be honest with you, I'm quite proud of this solution. We've got the P40 undercover nice and protected, but no great way to be able to refuel the bad boy. 3D printed little cap. And that goes straight down to the top of the tank. We just put a funnel in there, take the cap off the engine and fill her up. How good's that? On the side here, we've got our soft wash proportioner. So clear acrylic blend manifold, so pulls from the back. We've got our bypass coming back around the side there as needed for the P40 system. So yeah, got our soft wash proportioner with the clear acrylic blend manifold. So we've got water on the right hand side there. We've got our SH on the left hand side there. We can control our percentages of our mix instead of having to have a batch mix of chemicals or chemical injections methods, and our soap as well. So as I mentioned before, with the RODI system, we've got a little Pentair 12-volt pump which can be controlled for the RODI system. 1,000 litre buffer tank back there, sits nicely there. 250 litre chemical SH tank. Currently it has water in there, but SH will go into there. We've got our Honda powered pressure cleaner, Honda GX690 with a gearbox pressure cleaner. So it has a Comet 8036 TW 8036 33 litre a minute pressure cleaner. As everything, we do like to use the Interpump K1 unloader. So these are a soft start unloader, meaning that when you're pull the trigger, you don't have all of that pressure trapped in the line. So it's a nice smooth start. No, don't get startled. And get a bit of a surprise when you go on the trigger. 2 20-litre petrol tanks. So yeah, a little bit of extra if you've got a long day, as requested by the customer. So you can easily, ones that are currently empty, it's got a little bit of fuel in it, so we can there just take that out, put it into another jerry can next door, and you're off running again. This little cabinet here was something that Scott had made up, so I think it's a pretty good idea. It's perfectly suited for 20-litre chemical jugs, so you can quite easily see, being open, what chemicals you have in there. Ready to go. Drop stick in there for the soap, so that goes over to the proportioner. So this is where we can have multiple soap options and just use our drop stick to put into different types of solutions. So you can have one for your house wash mix, and one for your benzo, and another one for your degreaser, the caustic degreaser. Almost forgot to mention, we do have remote systems on pretty much everything that we can here. So let's guess what this remote to do. So this remote does, number A, it's going to turn on our RODI pump. Turn off. Then C, start our pressure cleaner. D will stop it. Obviously it's not running, so it's not going to stop it now. So we do have 2 remotes. So this is going to be for the soft wash system. So number A is going to turn that remote on. Number A is going to switch us from water to chemical. So now the chemical light's on and we're using chemicals. Switch back, and now we are using our rinse. And number C is going to start the P40. And number D, letter D, it's going to stop the P40. That is mostly it. It's been awesome to build this one. Another one on the books. And that's about it. If you're looking at building something like this, or if you have any questions about this particular one, don't hesitate to let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And thanks for watching.